We all grow old, and as we do, many changes occur, a few pleasant, many not so. You get older, and with age your hair color will turn gray or white. Your skin will get wrinkled. And your body will turn out to be stiff. As you experience the ill effects of joint, muscle, and bone issues. For a long time, we've acknowledged that hardening of the joints and fixing of the muscles were a characteristic piece of getting old. We saw that with many people before, and maybe we never understood or were a place to know that we all had to see and experience age for ourselves. Too late, perhaps we say to ourselves that we should have done this or that, or that we should have taken better care of ourselves. Is it too late? Or we doomed to go through the agony of many that preceded us, or what? Recent research and science seem to tell that with proper care and attitude, nutritional, exercise can reverse some aging effects and live a well-meaning life. Science has now discovered that in over half of the old people do not exercise and can for sure benefit from participation from some sort of daily movement. Heck, I would even say that this applies to many younger people. The life of ease and leisure has for sure contributed to the increase of health problems. In any case, this article will attempt to look at that and examine ways we can address that shortcoming and suggest ways to help them. It's no big surprise that middle-aged and older folks have to take their health and their lives and the lives of their loved and deal in a well-mannered way to improve what is ailing them and, hopefully, arrest what is causing them pain and discomfort. Bone and muscle problems in the aging body. The most well-known bone and muscle issues the senior body may encounter is some form of joint pain, and extreme cases of osteoarthritis when the ligament for your joints starts to separate. Osteomalacia, softening of the bones, which is a conditioning of the bones, osteoporosis that prompts weak bones when bones lose their mass. Rheumatoid joint pain, which is a severe irritation in the joints, and can cause torment and a disability to move. Muscle changes. As we age, there are a couple of changes that our muscles experience that lead to the above issues. Our muscle filaments become smaller and we have less of them. And the sensory system changes and lead to less muscle tone and a diminishes bone density. Our bones change. We don't regularly consider bones living tissue, yet they totally, and furthermore our experience with bone density changes for the worse as we age. Our bones start to lose more calcium and other significant minerals due to the hormonal changes that happen as we age. Women are particularly prone to this and are defenseless after they've experienced menopause. Men are also subject to problems of bones. It must also be mentioned that many people who played sports in their young days and suffered from injuries feel pain as age advances. Joint changes. The development in our joints is an after effect of the development of tendons. The streaming of synovial liquid which encompasses your joints and layers of ligament that shield bones from coming into direct contact with one another. Nonetheless, in the aging body, tendons can become shorter and less adaptable. There is less synovial liquid to grease up joints, and ligament diminishes. The entirety of this prompts in making the joints inflamed and in pain. If you are an older individual or a senior, you need to strengthen your muscles. Keep up sound bone mass and moreover keep yourself from muscle adversity. Unfortunately, the problems of advancing age is not just limited to muscles, joints and limbs. Many other problems surface alongside. Many people become prone to elevated blood pressure, blood sugar issue, heart problems, and strokes, stomach issues, back pain and may other worst ailments. This is a pretty unsavory picture of man and woman in the later years. And it is bleak. It is not only the looks on the face and body that changes. Practically everything else does. The person is a shell of his or her former self. So what is in store for the elderly? Throw your hands and give up. Sometimes, certainly it feels so. However, on the bright side, we all know someone who has lived well in his or her later years in a pretty meaningful way. with many physical, mental and emotional abilities intact. A 90-year walking or even jogging, or a 80-old tending to the garden and other chores, or an old person in command of his or her facilities. Why did nature smile or them? What does science have to say in that regard? The aim here is to see what research can teach us and help us live a little easier. Or maybe a lot easier, and try to put into practice what nature teaches. After all, there is better teacher than nature. Are you ready for the ride?